The rise of Queen Lakshmibai of Jhansi. Born in 1828 as Manikarnika Tambe, Lakshmibai married the Maharaja of Jhansi, Raja Gangadhar Rao, in 1842, becoming the queen consort. After her husband's death in 1853, she was left in charge of the kingdom and their adopted son. Her fortitude and resolve soon made her a symbol of resistance against British rule. Lakshmibai's reign was marked by her efforts to protect the rights and autonomy of her kingdom against British interference. When the British East India Company refused to recognize her adopted son as the heir to the throne, citing the doctrine of lapse, she defiantly refused to surrender Jhansi to British control. She raised an army, trained troops, and prepared for the inevitable conflict. The worst act of Lakshmibai's reign, from the British perspective, was her active participation in the Indian Rebellion of 1857. She became a key figure in the rebellion, leading her troops into battle against the British forces. While her actions were driven by a desire for independence and justice, they ultimately led to her downfall. In 1858, British forces besieged Jhansi. Lakshmibai fought bravely, but was ultimately defeated. She refused to surrender and escaped the fort with a group of loyal followers. However, she was later caught in battle and died fighting, becoming a martyr for the Indian cause. Her death marked the end of the resistance in Jhansi, but her legacy as a symbol of Indian nationalism and bravery endures to this day. The rise of Queen Dihya, Kahina. Dihya emerged as a prominent Berber queen and religious leader in North Africa during the 7th century. Little is known about her early life, but she gained fame for her leadership in resisting Arab expansion into the region. Dihya's reign was characterized by her efforts to unite the Berber tribes and defend their lands against the Arab invaders. She led her people in numerous battles, employing guerrilla tactics and strategic alliances to resist Arab expansion. The worst act attributed to Dihya's reign, from the perspective of her enemies, was her relentless resistance against Arab conquest. While her actions were driven by a desire to preserve Berber culture and independence, they ultimately led to her defeat and death. In 702 AD, Dihya was defeated and killed by Arab forces led by the Umayyad general Hassan ibn al-Nu'man. Her death marked the end of organized Berber resistance against Arab rule in North Africa. However, her legacy as a symbol of Berber resistance and cultural identity continues to inspire generations. The rise of Queen Elizabeth I of England. Elizabeth Tudor ascended to the English throne in 1558 following the death of her sister, Queen Mary I. Her reign began amidst political and religious turmoil, but she quickly established herself as a capable ruler. Elizabeth's reign is often referred to as the Elizabethan era, a time of cultural and political renaissance in England. She presided over a period of relative stability and prosperity, during which England flourished economically, culturally, and militarily. Her reign also saw the defeat of the Spanish Armada in 1588, a significant victory that solidified England's naval dominance. While Elizabeth's reign was marked by many accomplishments, her refusal to marry and produce an heir created uncertainty about the succession. This led to political intrigue and instability, as various factions vied for power and influence at court. Additionally, Elizabeth's decision to execute her cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots, in 1587, further strained relations with Catholic powers and tarnished her reputation. Elizabeth died in 1603, after a reign of 45 years. Despite the challenges she faced, her legacy as one of England's greatest monarchs endures. However, her death marked the end of the Tudor dynasty, as she left no direct heirs. She was succeeded by James VI of Scotland, who became James I of England, thus beginning the Stuart era. The rise of Queen Judith. Judith rose to power in 10th century Ethiopia, leading a kingdom that historians believe was located in present-day Ethiopia or Eritrea. Little is known about her early life, but she emerged as a formidable queen and military leader. Gudit's reign was marked by her military campaigns against the Aksumite Empire, a powerful kingdom that dominated the region at the time. She is credited with leading a successful campaign that resulted in the destruction of the Aksumite capital and the decline of the empire. The worst act attributed to Gudit's reign was the destruction of the Aksumite Empire, which brought chaos and upheaval to the region. While her actions may have been motivated by a desire to expand her own kingdom or overthrow a rival power, they ultimately led to instability and suffering for the people of the region. The circumstances of Gudit's death are unclear, and her ultimate fate remains a subject of debate among historians. Some accounts suggest that she ruled for several decades before disappearing from historical records, while others claim that she was overthrown by rival factions. Regardless of the specifics, Gudit's reign marked a significant turning point in Ethiopian history, as the decline of the Aksumite Empire paved the way for the rise of new regional powers.